Good afternoon. This is Melissa Peterson reporting to you live from the BBC Newsroom. It's January 17, 2012. Today marks the start of the Parks and People program. A group of American students are traveling South Africa to the Eastern Cape in what appears to be a study abroad program. Let's turn to correspondent Haley Mitchell in Cape Town to find out more. Good afternoon, Haley.
And a good afternoon to you too, Melissa. I'm at Akaya Lodge in Cape Town in the shadows of beautiful Table Mountain. 12 students arrived at the lodge yesterday for the start of a program that will take them across South Africa. They will spend 3 days in Cape Town before setting off on a road trip across the Cape. I'm told by Professor Neil Brown that the following few days may or may not include visiting Robben Island in the V&A waterfront, Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens, and some townships. They don't really seem to know what they are doing here, but spirits are high and they all seem eager to learn. Back to you.
That sounds great, Haley. Keep us posted. Good morning. This is Melissa Peterson reporting to you from the BBC Newsroom. It's January 24th, 2012. It's been over a week since a group of Penn State students began their study abroad program in Cape Town. Reports tell us that they are now working their way across the Cape in 2 VW buses. For the time being, it appears they are in Grahamstown working with Wayne. You may recognize Wayne's name from his debut in films such as Conservation, I Live, Breathe, Die, But the Show Must Go On, and Batman, The Dark Knight. Wayne has been showing the students how to survive in Africa and how to eat poisonous fruit. We are also told that the students have met world-renowned botanist Tony Dold. Quite the experience, I'd gander.
Thank you, Michael. What an absolutely fascinating weather report. Breaking news! A ponytail has been spotted on the rear end of a minibus carrying between 6 to 10 Penn State faculty and students. Police have not yet been reached for comment. More to come.
Good morning. Today reports have flooded in that the Notorious 12, a group of American students from Penn State initially thought to be on a study abroad program, have overtaken the Eastern Cape. A month ago they were thought to be innocuous students on a journey to learn about South Africa, but now we are aware that the 12 students pictured here have been working on conservation and sustainability practices in an effort to undermine the ANC's hard work in public programs. 2 weeks ago they were stopped at a police checkpoint and their leader Neil Brown was in the process of being detained for the possession of too many students while claiming to be a professor. Suddenly, Indiana Jones music began blaring and one of the minibuses was driven straight at police. A white male or female reached out of the van and towed Brown inside before speeding off, before police knew what hit them. These raging criminals are thought to be hiding out somewhere along the wild coast. Beware of a group of 12 students, 2 adults, and Neil. If you see them, do not ask for sweets. Alert the police. More to come.
So there's a 100% chance of things heating up this weekend. Thanks, Michael. Good morning. The Notorious 12 have been spotted in the Dwesa-Twebe Nature Reserve on the Dwesa side. It appears that they are hiding out in tents in a conference center initially built by the Eastern Cape's Parks Board. They have also taken possession of all but few of the chalets. Reports stand that they are getting weaker and may lose their tough front, since they are mostly living off of peanut butter and jelly and devote most of their time to killing cockroaches. Police are gathering forces to break up the group before their conservation practices can take hold. More to come.
Good afternoon. We've been informed that the Notorious 12 have hit a rift. 6 of the 12 students, along with some new faces from the U.S., are barging north, leaving a wake of destruction. They pass through Willowvale, buying out entire stocks of coke in the gas station. Speculation remains that they are headed for Umkombati Nature Reserve or for the Pondoland. The remaining 6 students and their faculty have been joined by 2 defect Parks Board members who appear to be training them for warfare. Helicopter reports spotting the crew building death traps and hiking 40 miles a day, slashing ticks and euthanizing reptiles. Speculation remains that this is an effort to train for when they turn on the surrounding community.
Speculation about the Notorious 12 has been accurate. Half of the group has stormed Umkombati Nature Reserve and is clipping grass, digging up soil that is not theirs, and fighting wildfires. Atrocious behavior. The group that remains in Dwesa has upped the ante on the reptile killings and now amphibians. It is now known that they are turning guttural toads into weapons by removing the quadriceps of millions and replacing them with formaldehyde, known to give superpowers to amphibians. Reports tell us that they are building a small army. A poacher has also been dead after being shot. The alleged shooter is speculated to be one of the 6. Will they ever stop? Despite these terrifying reports, morale is said to be weakening. More to come.
The horror of the Notorious 12 has escalated yet again. The group in Umkombati has returned to Dwesa, and the group has re-emerged as one, unscathed and ruthless. The Umkombati group brought back hundreds of samples of grass and soil and potentially thousands of DPM measurements. The Dweisa group is suffering from the fever, formerly known as tick-bite fever. To the relief of South Africans, the strength of the group is at an all-time low. Rain has been a hindrance to their amphibian army growth, and they are weak from weeks of eating purely peanut butter and jelly. Reports indicate that the mental well-being is being bombarded with scientific essays. This may be the week that the notorious 12 can be taken down. If not, it may be too late. Speculation says a war cry has been overheard. Dweisa, Dweisa, gotta get out of Dweisa. Everyone's looking forward to the haven. This is terrifying news, indicating that the group may be looking to flee to the Twebe side of the Mbashi River, where a quiet holiday retreat, the haven, lies. Perhaps they are going to make it sustainable? Hopefully the world will never know.
Thanks, Michael. It seems as though the Doppler radar is back up and working. Today is a sad day. The group has made it to the haven and is regrouping. Reports say that spirits are soaring. Some students went so far as to kiss the ground of the compound upon entering it. Police are now concerned that the morale may be boosted by warm beds and solid meals. Training is occurring daily on the beach, where most of the group runs at low tide. Sources say that the students are holding owners and staff hostage while regaining their strength for a battle against South Africa.
Breaking news! The notorious 12 has infiltrated primary schools on the Twebe side of the Mbashi River, and Gubunyati and Twebe primary schools have been invaded by students wearing dress shirts and maxi skirts. It is thought that this brainwashing procedure is intended to make children rebel against their families in the hope of creating a sustainable future. Police are regrouping to find a way to intervene upon the camera-induced mayhem. Students are using cameras for hypnosis and are setting Eastern Cape children under the spell of sustainability. This is war.
A low-pressure system moving in. Well, I'm more of a fan of high-pressure systems. The notorious 12 have distracted themselves from the primary schools after brainwashing children and teachers into swaying and singing and chasing them out to the vans. They are giving promises of pictures and sweets. Now the 12 are returning to the Dweisa side of the Mbashi once again, overrunning the recovering Willow Vale by purchasing all of the snack food in the town. It is expected that the group has lured a group of botany students from Rhodes to Dweisa, and that the Americans are planning on turning them into sustainability advocates. They are turning South Africans against South Africans. This is the biggest tragedy South Africa has ever seen since the cattle killing movement before the middle generations. How will the South African authorities respond?
The group has returned to Swebe in the haven. They have been spotted making battle plans in the form of conceptual models. There is speculation that they will be uniting forces with the German couple at a nearby sustainability compound. They were sighted yesterday playing hide-and-seek and eating horse cake with two Afrikaans children. They continue to brainwash while planning the ultimate sustainability attack on the owners of the haven and on South Africa as a country. Pro-ANC South African citizens are coming together in the hope of dispelling what they hope will be only a blip in South Africa's road to development. More to come.
Thanks for the weather, Michael. Hopefully that cold front isn't too strong. I don't want to catch a chill. The notorious 12 have been spotted constructing canals on an Twebe beach through the use of local child labour. Various reports indicate that this may be a stepping stone in their rise to usurping the Eastern Cape. South African officials are preparing... What's happening?